5 things I quit to grow my business and make a lot of money. I'm about to share with you the things that I quit doing over the past several months here to grow my business exponentially. If I were to start my business all over again from the beginning, this is where I would channel all of my energy and my focus. And if you're starting a business for the first time or you're scaling your current business, use this video as a guide to help you exponentially grow that business. Now, I'm not just talking about making a lot of money. You will find that you will exponentially grow your bottom line and revenue by following this process. But in doing so, you will feel more peaceful in your daily life. You will reduce your stress and you will truly enjoy the purpose that your business serves. I want to do something a little different on this video because I want to hear from all of you in the comments as we go through this video, because right now, if you're tuning in and you're watching, this video, as the thumbnail says, is for you, okay? So please leave your comments in this video so that I can continue to grow and continue to learn how I can serve all of you. Remember, this is the channel that gives you an all-access pass to everything cash flow, credit, and capital by ensuring you have the right financial literacies for business success. Stop saying I'm in a side hustle and start saying I am open for business. Let's dive in. Did you know that if you have a list of priorities, you actually have no priorities at all? I know it's crazy to say that, but you really just have a checklist and a very busy day. You see, priority means the one. It's the most important thing, but we have transformed this to mean one is more important than the other. And therefore, we have lists of priorities and we move those priorities around to figure out which one's the most important. I'm about to show you what I did over the past several months to channel my focus and my inner genius to build my business to exponential growth and grow massive amounts of money in that process of doing so. Now, if you align with me, you will see the same results whether you're in a startup or whether you're trying to scale your business off the ground and you want to have exponential growth. And I'm not just talking about making more money. I'm talking about feeling more peaceful while we're doing this, reducing our stress every day, and truly enjoying ourselves inside of our business. It will not feel like you're working. It will feel like you're channeling your inner genius. Take it from me, guys. I'm Edward Bilder, and over the last year, I hit a major milestone in my life by becoming a millionaire, really a multi-millionaire, through real estate investing, being an entrepreneur. I'm a coach. I'm an educator. I was an engineer for many years. I still hold the title. I have 3 engineering degrees, and I am also a father of 4 beautiful children who I love dearly, and I get to spend so much time with them now that I have focused in on what truly matters the most inside of my business. And what I learned over the past few months is that I was chasing so many different priorities to the point where I was running myself wild. I didn't officially know what was driving my business and what was truly helping take my business to the next level, to exponential growth. So I reduced it down to these 5 things that I had to eliminate from my business in order to see that success. It all starts with number 1, stop focusing on growing such a big social media audience. And when I started my channel back in 2020, I truly felt that I needed this massive audience to make lots of money on here on YouTube. I felt like it was going to make me feel accomplished and I would make a big impact. And yes, I did grow a channel to over 30,000 subscribers, and I thank you all for joining the channel. And I did reach 2.5 million viewers last year, and I helped thousands and thousands and thousands of you with EIDL and the PPP funding. And sure, I felt euphoric. I felt excited about what I was doing, but focusing on such a big social media audience really resulted in leaving me empty. Not only did I feel empty, but it consumed so much of my time. So much of my time that I couldn't give everything I had to all of you. I was answering hundreds of messages a day through my Instagram, through YouTube, of everybody out there facing some kind of challenge with EIDL and PPP. And I spent countless hours of work and lost hours with my family and focusing on my business and scaling that business. And yes, all of this came with a paycheck from YouTube, which YouTube paid me $60,000 last year. So did I become a millionaire by focusing on growing a big social media audience? No, I really only made $60,000 on YouTube. I I didn't feel more accomplished. I felt actually stressed, and I carried the burden of everybody's struggles who was facing EIDL problems. And unfortunately, I could not help the ideal client, the ideal viewer who I was most wanting to serve. And right now, I believe that's all of you who are tuning in today. You're the loyal subscribers that have stuck around, and I'm here to serve you guys. Now, what I learned in this process is you don't need a big social media audience in order to make an impact. In fact, if you met one person a day for 365 days, the average conversion rate of turning a person that you know into a client is about 20%. So if you were to nurture the relationships and meet 365 people each day, every day for the next year, you would have 73 clients. That's more clients than you could serve in a day. That's more clients than you could serve in a week. That's more clients than you might even be able to serve in a month. Now imagine if you met 2 people a day, right? That'd be 146 clients. Again, you're seeing the point here. I went from focusing on this 30,000 subscriber audience down to just a few hundred or even a few thousand that I'm truly focused on members of my courses today. I have approximately 1,000 or so that are enlisted and enrolled in my courses. And so channeling that focus down, I realized that an ideal client who aligns with the channel's goals is so much more important to nurture than that of the masses. Because those individuals that tune in and they come for a short time, they're really only looking to serve some specific need for that day, and then they leave, all right? And so the message is truly finding the ideal client is what's going to nurture and help your business prosper. And if you stick around, I'm certain that you will also prosper in your goals as well. The second thing I had to give up in order to scale my business exponentially is I had to stop posting content that expires daily. What I mean is I'm moving to a new strategy, an evergreen strategy versus a daily update strategy. During 2021, when my channel began to take off and I was really starting to spike in views, I would post daily content that supported EIDL and PPP. And yes, I helped thousands, and I'm very happy that I was able to help thousands. But once the viewer received the gratification or the max loan amount that they were qualified for, that viewer then abandoned the channel. They're not even here to realize that they abandoned the channel, but they got their gratification and now they're gone. So that viewer was not necessarily the ideal viewer who was here to receive the ideal message that the channel intends to deliver, which is to help people in their small businesses scale and scale to the millions and scale using processes like Airbnb and grow short-term rental businesses. And yes, I understand why so many stopped watching once they received their EIDL, because the content to them was no longer relevant. And sadly, my subscriber count did drop, and it's dropping now as people are realizing that I don't post EIDL every day or PPP every day. I will still support EIDL and PPP whenever it is relevant, but right now it's just not relevant. Sadly, many viewers even commented that I have abandoned them, when in reality, they abandoned me, right? So it's practically like I'm starting my YouTube channel all over again, and posting content that expires daily on YouTube will not make an impact and will really only drive you a little nuts because you're constantly chasing that viewer count and that constant gratification as if you made it. And you get the scatterbrain. Your brain starts to scatter all over the place thinking, what can you post next, even if it's daily, that keeps people engaged every day. Really, the method that I need to move towards is evergreen. I need to be able to post something that will be here and will be relevant for the whole year and the next year and the next year, and who knows, it could be relevant for the next 5 years if you're out there starting a business, if you're out there scaling a business, if you're out there wanting to be a multimillionaire, if you want to understand what the lifestyle's like to be a millionaire, and if you want to grow and scale an Airbnb short-term rental business. Those are my ideal viewers because their goals align with my goals. And by joining our goals together, our community grows stronger and stronger. The third thing I had to give up to grow my business exponentially was chasing the trends. Now, I'm going to be careful when I say chasing the trends because I do still chase trends, but only the trends that support my core business. What exactly do I mean? Well, the whole reason that I was able to be inside the authority for EIDL and PPP as a trusted source was because I was measuring trends. Essentially, from all of you and all of your comments through YouTube and all of my messages on Instagram, I used to extract that information and run statistics on it to predict trends of what the SBA was actually doing. I was able to predict glitches. I was able to predict so many things. Okay. It was so wild that many of you thought that I had some kind of magic ball or that I was some secret insider for PR for the SBA. Really, this was nothing more than my engineering disciplines guiding predictive results. So now I use those trends not to follow daily update trends, but to follow the trends that will exponentially grow a long and prosperous business. You have to understand what your core metrics are so that you could focus in on activities that are revenue generating each and every day, whether they're daily, weekly, or monthly. And when you figure out what those levers are, you can actually start to double down on those levers, triple down on those levers, and repeat those daily, weekly, and monthly activities. And that's when you start to see exponential growth in your business. It's actually what put me over the top for my Airbnb business, which I tripled this past year. In these past 6 months really is when I tripled it. And it supports my complementary business, which is YouTube, and my ability to be a course content creator. So I shifted my focus away from that $60,000 that YouTube paid me. What a great salary that was that YouTube paid me. And I've earned now millions of dollars by tripling my Airbnb business and channeling my energy and my inner genius towards a master course for an Airbnb accelerator course. And that brings me to my first official announcement of my Airbnb accelerator course. It's a mastermind course. And if you want to get updates on when that course will officially open, join my email list found in the description. It's simple to do. Just type in your email and you'll get a confirmation saying that you've joined the email list. While I'm revealing all of my biggest secrets in this video, remember to hit the like button and become a subscriber. And if you want me to go into more depth on something, remember to leave a comment, especially if you're new out here. I'd like to hear from you guys if you're a new viewer today. The best way of growing wealth quickly is to bring others along with you. So share this video with all of your friends and family. Let's get back to the video. The fourth thing I had to quit in order to grow my business exponentially was I had to stop underpricing and focusing on details. This is mainly focused around my complementary business, which is my crash course on Airbnb. And it's very simple to understand, but very scary to say this out loud because pricing a course with a very low price and jamming it filled with details really is what I thought would be the best thing to allow access to everybody. And everybody can come in and join the crash course and start finding motivations towards opening an Airbnb business, open those Airbnb businesses and make lots of money. Well, in reality, it actually did a disservice to the clients. You see, this creates a very large volume of sales where it's accessible to everybody, but everybody is joining the course at a different stage of their journey. So it creates all of this confusion of details, confusion of where your starting point is, and there's a large unmanageable amount of community messages that come from all of this confusion and everybody joining all at the same time. You see, by no longer underpricing my course and focusing in on all of those details, I can now focus in on the ideal client, those clients that are ready to hit the ground running, and I could offer the biggest impact by giving them the greatest transformation possible, which is to grow and scale a multi-million-dollar Airbnb business. Now, I will continue to serve everybody here on YouTube with free content. There's always free content coming from me here on YouTube, especially around knowledge inside of Airbnb. And as a result of learning this, that I underpriced and I focused on high details, I will be closing the enrollment in my crash course, which I sell for $100. That crash course teaches you how to get into the Airbnb game with a $50 bill and scale to a multi-million-dollar business. It's fairly simple and easy to do. So I will give a last time opportunity for everybody out there to buy that crash course before I merge it into my master course, and it would no longer become open for enrollment to everybody. And now the fifth thing and the last thing that I had to stop doing in order to grow my business exponentially is enrolling everybody into my crash course. This aligns with what I just mentioned prior to this in number 4. Not everybody viewing right now is at the same stage in their journey. I will only accept clients into the course after they've submitted an enrollment application, so we can determine if they are truly aligned and at the same core value and stages of their goals in their journey, and of course are ready to hit the ground running to scale to a multi-million-dollar Airbnb business. See, what I learned by enrolling everybody into the crash course and offering it to basically anybody without an application creates a lot of confusion in the messaging groups because you're all starting at different stages of your journey. And many of you have been enrolled in other courses that are also lower price courses that you may not have taken very seriously. You may not have completed that course seriously. And you're actually providing feedback and testimony to other people in the course that's not backed up by some type of methodology to help propel your business forward. The methodologies that we focus on now are all about client results and transformations. Transformations of taking a client who is ready to access the course, get into a master course, hit the ground running, have great positive results by channeling all of the right focus and having this major transformation at the end of that course. Now, I will be here to serve all of you right here on YouTube with free content as much as possible that I could give you free content. And when you're ready in your stage in that journey to take the master course, you know exactly what to do, where to go to apply by finding it in the description. If you want to start an Airbnb short-term rental business and you need my help, remember to go to the description and join my email list. I always give away free downloads and free content through emails to all of my subscribers. And don't forget, I am closing that enrollment to my crash course very shortly. So go to the description and grab that crash course while the enrollment is still open if you want to grab it. I will be merging that into my master course. And very shortly, I will make the announcement as to when that course will officially open the enrollment. If you guys want to set up some one-on-one coaching with me, you can always find me in the description as well. I hope you guys take all these actions today. I hope you leave comments. I want to hear back from you of everything that we just talked about and let me know where you are in your journey today. I will catch you guys all on the next one. Bye for now.